Flea.
Hi, I'm Cece,
And I'm Flea.
and you're with Life Less Than Lifestyle with Flea and Cece.
See, we working on that intro. I'm loving it because we be doing
We
this.
just
that.
need an intro. We just need like a little pre-produced.
Okay, so you want to put that challenge out there? If anybody can produce an intro for us, let's do that. Let's have a Flea and CC love, life, and lifestyle. Damn, love, life is love. No, it's life, lust, and lifestyle.
Bleep 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 bleep.
It must be this Apple.
Yes. Okay. So, anyways,
Apple dapple. But okay.
Today's topic, we want to talk about, being the founders and leaders of Hidden Gems Lifestyle, Life Less Than Lifestyle, and what it all entails of being leaders of the group of our organization. And a little bit, maybe a background about us to see,
I'm open if you open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You share, I share, we share.
Talk about our professional background, our philanthropic background.
Yeah, we all over the place.
We got a lot of history.
A lot of history, a lot of stuff that we've done. But when it comes to being leaders, especially of a lifestyle organization, tell me, what is it like for you being the face of Hidden Gems Lifestyle? And the voice.
What is it like?
Yeah. I mean, what do you do on a daily basis?
I'm not used to being in the limelight. I'm not used to being in the forefront or in front of the camera. I'm good at it. No, it's a natural thing.
Yes, it is, and yes, you are.
But I'm used to being more behind the scenes about doing things like this, and so I talk because I feel there's more people like me and like us, and I really want to reach those people.
Right, and those people are what we call in the marketing industry. There's a million Fleas and Ceces out there. We just got to find them.
Just got to find them,
and it's a lot easier through social media.
So and Flea, he's a coach. No, I mean literally, he's coached all his adult life, right? Sports, pretty much sports.
Corporations,
and building businesses, right? We're both entrepreneurs, and so he leads from that type of a stance of I want what I want. I want perfection. And I'm willing to attract those who are on board and willing to let go those who are not on board. Because we just don't need anchors in our movement. We don't need anybody setting us back. We're already set back by the color of our skin in many ways. That this is something that has predominantly been a Caucasian activity, right? And a lot of us in a lot of places all over the country, they can attest to that. Yeah. The only places they can go, they're the minority. They're not attracted to what they're seeing out there at these events. And we just feel that somebody has to take a charge on that.
Yeah, and when you speak about me being a coach and me taking a stern, it's because I know we can do better type of attitude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Again, as a coach, I have to motivate my players, but you can do better.
So let's talk about the history of Flea, the trendsetter, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the just the amount of things that you were ahead of your time in trying to build and grow, right? So let's talk from college.
Okay.
About establishing your own comedic organization, kind of like
that's a lot. That's like gonna be 5 episodes.
But we don't have to talk about the details of it, but just the mindset of who does that? Who starts a whole like fraternity in a college campus, something that is not Greek.
Yeah, it's not Greek at all.
It's not Greek. So
I'll quickly go through that. Yeah. Right? So I've always been an entrepreneur. I think my dad taught me a hustle when I was young. The first taste of it was selling candy at school.
Okay.
Taking $2 for lunch and turning it to $20 by the end of lunch and still ate lunch. That was my hustle in school. So I love moving product and I love moving money, right? So that's my motivation. I played Monopoly by myself. I mean, seriously, I played all the symbols and I was monopolizing by myself and deciding who's going to buy what, right? So I've always had that mentality of what I want, you know, and how I see it. So I'm a visionary. So with that, went to college, learned a few things, was involved in college during the 90s. So we had the Black Revolution,
the Black movement.
Rebirth, you know, through rap.
Fight the power.
Right, all that. So I was a part of that push.
Yes.
The brotherhood and all the other stuff. I didn't know nothing about college Greek life. All I knew about college sports, because my family's all about sports. So I had no member of my family in any fraternity, let alone sorority. Right? So when I went to college campus, everybody saw me as Half Pint. I never even seen Spike Lee movie School Days at this point. Right? But I'm Half Pint. And so I'm being recruited by all the Greek,
80s movie.
Yeah. All the Greek organizations because they saw me as Half Pint. Girl, you are dropping
all
I'm sorry. Like
you know, we got a lot of young people on here that gotta look it up. You know,
they gotta look it up on Google. Okay, my bad. All right, so you know, I enjoyed it, but I grew up in a neighborhood where you either were a baller or you banged. Okay. I grew up in Compton, California. I was born in Compton, California, but I was raised in Carson. But it was still the same mentality. You had to pick the side of the fence that you're going to be on. So I balled, ran track, played football. How I got the name Flea. Okay, so that's another story. So in college, I got a scholarship to go to Cal State Long Beach, and it was one of the strongest Black, predominantly white universities on the West Coast. We had the largest population of Black students. We had the founder of Kwanzaa, Dr. Maulana Karenga, as our advisor. So that's somebody who I studied under. Then I met.
You don't know, he's a Black Studies major. I'm an African American Studies major. That's what our degrees say, but it's the same thing.
Same thing, right? So I learned self-worthiness and what we should be doing as a people, right? I saw in the organizations, I'm a power in numbers guy. How can you be the top intelligent Black folks in groups and not take over? Type of situation, politically, financially. I just seen the bigger vision than what was going on. No diss to what they do. I think those organizations are great. But then being in the Black movement, then it was about finding self, and we wind up founding a organization, Kemetic organization, Egyptology. I can read the Metronet or the hieroglyphs, things of that nature. So we're putting that together, and we ran the campus as a small unit. We have male and females in our group, right? Then all of a sudden, I get back into the music industry because I was in it earlier. Next thing I know, Black comedians all over the place were looking for places to do things. So I wind up taking a lot of household name comedians before they were household names and put them on stages across California and across the United States. Before Def Comedy Jam. Okay, matter of fact, they've used.
I'm sitting here, I'm listening like,
They've used some of my tape of me videoing them on VHS. Okay, and you had to have a VCR to play it on, right? So I always filmed everything that I've done, and they would use that to be auditioned to get on those shows.
Well, he's going to go down his whole biography. I just really wanted to highlight, you know, that he's an innovator and a trendsetter with a lot of things. And, you know, the other thing being girls flag football.
And I was going to hit that. I was going to say, you know, moving throughout, I've done a lot of things.
Yes.
But my most powerful situation was working with girls. My football career was cut by Title IX. When I'm 21 years old, I didn't know what Title IX was. What the heck is Title IX, right? But as I started looking at our daughters and they wanted to participate in particular sports, football was the only sport that was not participated by girls.
That is true.
So we
did the statistics and everything.
Yeah, we did. We broke it down. So a lot of girls want to play football. They want to play tackle, but the states won't let them play with the boys, right? So we created flag football for them. And that's been the fastest growing sport in America, right? Was on it before the NFL, all those other things.
We founded a nonprofit called Girls Football Association. You can look it up, Google it.
You'll see a lot of videos of us promoting.
We've done a lot of work in that girls football space, even before it was NFL was working with the girls.
Mhm.
I mean, we went into California for one of the biggest school districts, trying to
CIF.
see if they would even just start a club sport, not
Yeah.
even sanction it, but start a club sport. And they were looking at, well, we don't know. We got to test out what the interest would be. And we already had tested
We
out what
are
the interest would
in
be.
Nevada, so we already knew.
But I mean, it's just, this is a new space for us, building hidden gems.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a challenge because, we're on an island until we find our key, supporters.
Supporters, yeah.
That could be financially, it could be, business wise, it could just be just volunteer wise.
Wow.
Just helping us, just getting everything together. It takes a village.
Yeah.
And in our case, a tribe.
Mm-hmm. To make this happen.
But we will do the best we can to lead and till we find those people to help us lead.
But you know what? We're slowly finding those people. They're like hidden gems. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time we host something, there's always somebody out of that situation.
Someone always steps up to the plate. I said every event, people have come through for us. Like we've never had to really pull something together, just the two of us. So I think we're doing something, that people feel good about. That's what motivates us to do these podcasts. That's what motivates us to do the content every week that we do.
Yes.
Because the feedback, although we do have haters, I feel that
if you ain't got
the
no
people
haters,
who are benefiting really are the reasons why we're still here.
Yeah, because you know what? Like we had an event, and the couples came in and says, "Man, we didn't seen your videos 2 or 3 times." You know what I'm saying? Because they really living through us because we're telling how it is, and they said,
"We're getting those testimonies.
Like,
we're getting those testimonies." Mm-hmm. People saying, "Hey, you know what? I binge watched it. I watched your episodes so many
1
times.
through 11, yeah.
My husband been through them. We share them." But that's what we encourage you to do: is to watch them with your partners, share the information with other people, especially if they're curious,
right? And bring things to the table, because that kind of switch. Go ahead.
And like and subscribe and share, right? Exactly. Like, subscribe, and share. That's one thing that's new, because they've been doing that since my kids. I'm watching YouTube with them. Like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
And here we are,
doing it just like they are. But going kind of switching reels a little bit. We're still talking about being leaders. All right. What are some of the things that you do on a daily basis within the organization to you talked about with podcasts, you talked about media day, you talked about marketing, but what are other things that we do?
As leaders?
Yeah, like I mean, our meet and greets are going out to other businesses and letting them know, what we're building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we are a nonprofit. We said that before. Right. So, we're trying to utilize that status to really push, because it's the education part of it, right? It's this education part of it. It's about building a social organization, just like a fraternity. And again, we got to build the tribe before we get the support. People want to see numbers. Right. So that's been our biggest challenge, is really just helping it organically grow. Right. Hoping people will share, like, and comment on our, because we want you to engage as well into our whatever we post. Yeah. We want your engagement. We want your opinions. Feedback. You know what I mean? We want you to post intelligent, thought-provoking information and talks in our group as well. Right, because some of the issues that happen on social media is, in my opinion, right? But it's like slander. It's not a healthy debate, and people think that we control everything, that we just want everything to be positive. And I don't think everything is positive. You do need a positive in it is. We might build a connection with somebody who is not looked well upon in the community. You know what I'm saying? Because of who we are, we might develop a different type of relationship, or maybe get to know them a little bit better, more behind the scenes than what people see. So it can be a challenge when there is things that arise on our feed, that we have to make a decision and put our personal feelings aside based on what's good for the group. Yes. Now, I'm about to say, we made some difficult decisions because we built a rapport or a friendship with and we're person. We're okay with some healthy debate, as long as it's not being slanderous or hurtful. You know what I'm saying? It's just an opinion.
Right.
Right? You can voice your opinion without bashing.
Right.
Or without slandering. You know what I'm saying? Or insulting.
Yes.
Insulting is even a more clear-cut word. Stop insulting. Just speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? I agree to disagree.
Right.
You know what I mean? And make it on more of an intelligent, grown and mature level.
Conversation, right?
And not just some hyper emotional level. You know what I'm saying? But it could be a debate that could be taken offline as well. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely that.
If it's something that you feel that we should address as a community, let us know in our, DMs, and we can try to build a show around it, or some educational material around it.
Because communication is everything.
Yeah.
Right. And with that, even as being leaders and having to approve every post, there's some things that I don't approve because it doesn't stick with our mission. You know what I'm saying? We're not about selling sex. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
it's okay to put some sexual content in there because it is. I mean,
we're growing sex
in taste, right?
That's what I'm
Has
talking
to
about.
be tasteful.
Tasteful, like this red apple.
But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be offensive. That's what it is. Right. We just don't want it to be offensive.
Well, we definitely make those.
But it could be thought provoking. It could be deep. It could be a serious conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I mean
things that you just really need to air out, honestly. Because people will give you their feedback, especially if they've had an experience. So
yeah, but we've also had situations where we've had the calm a member down because they were upset with what was being said. You know what I'm saying? That we counsel.
Yeah, we have to kind of be neutral. You know what I'm saying? Kind of look at it from
both sides.
an objective point of view. It could be difficult, but we also have a philosophy and a standard and a moral standard that we live by in the community, and we talk about it. Right? It's not a secret.
Right, and we live it.
And we live it. Right. And it could be a challenge if either one of us deviates from it because we are trying to be an example. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the challenges of being leaders as well, that we are in the public eye. People are watching how we behave, how we handle situations. Are we really, vetting and doing the things that we say we want to do? And we are to the best of our ability. That's all I can say. We are to the best of our ability. It's live and learn. You're not going to know everything about everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we can't always take people's word
right.
For what they think and feel about people too.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We all got to work together. It's kumbaya. It is what it is.
Okay, well, speaking of working, is this your full-time gig? Because it's not my full-time gig. You know what I'm saying? So when we're doing what we're doing, we do provide a lot of service out there, but
this is not a paid gig. Yeah. If that's what you mean by full-time, because it is full-time.
Right, okay.
It is full-time, but it isn't a paid gig. It's more about building. Yes. I mean, it's hard to ask for money even though as a nonprofit, people look at it as just like every other LS organization, every other money grab, every other party promotion, even the travel things, what I mean? It's about having fun. It's about bringing together, but it is a business at the end of the day. Yes, everybody knows that. Hidden Gems is a business at the end of the day. We do stand to make some, but really it's about building something valuable and having something, a legacy that we can say, hey, we stood for something and followed through, and we saw it all the way through.
From beginning to end.
People found value in what we provided, and that's more of the giving part of what we do.
And when people do respond to us, that is showing us the value that
we put out there. Because we have put a lot of our own effort, time, money, and everything. You know what I mean? Time away from family and everything. Definitely just to build what we're building. And so we see the vision of it being becoming more of a need than just a luxury.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Being a part of a community, right. Be a part of a learning process, being a part of, shoot, tribe vibe.
Tribe vibe.
Everybody we go, we find our sexy, mature, grown folks. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming.
It is.
It's working, right?
We only been open as an organization and brought people in since March. We're only in October.
Not even a full year.
It hasn't even been a full year yet. Even though we established in 2024 as a corporation or a nonprofit organization, when we start kicking in.
But leave your comments, leave your comments on where you are in the journey with Hidden Gems lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I feel that, the more people can see the testimonies of what it's been doing for you in your own journey, that will make them feel more comfortable about coming on board with us or experiencing some of the things that we have to offer.
Yeah, but as a leader, we've also had people who've enjoyed us and they actually shared and brought people in, because all of us know that one other couple or that one other unicorn or that one other bull, that this would be a good fit for us type of situation. And that's what we're finding out. And our age range is pretty wide. We've had someone that's elder as 60-ish, 5-ish, 66-ish.
Okay.
And I would say our base medium at the bottom is 30, maybe 28 for a female.
Yeah, upper 20s. I mean, not very many. It's far and few, but still, you know what I mean? It's about maturity level.
Yeah,
it's about maturity
from 35 to 55, it's on point.
I've been on a women's talk where there was somebody, I mean, she was in her low, like 25, I would say. But she's with her yearn for knowledge and everything, the maturity level at which she was operating was, I wouldn't even thought she was that young.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But you could tell she's being groomed by those who are older.
Right.
The way she talks.
And that's part of what we do as well. We kind of groom. We have some cubs, baby cubs, as they call us cubs.
Now.
Wait, they call us cougar cubs.
Yes.
Something
okay,
like
here
that.
we are telling more of our business, but you know what I'm saying? Like having a swap with a younger couple is like, oh yeah, you could be the cougar cubs. I'm like, cougar cubs?
Yeah.
That's something I hadn't heard before, but wow. I guess I'm the cougar. Whatever that means.
Hey.
We're always learning something new.
Learn something new, we have fun. You know what I'm saying? So that is part of it. Is there any perks and benefits being a leader?
I think that we're respected for who we are and what we know. You know what I'm saying? He gets to feed his media, attention horror.
My horror
fix.
My horrorism. Yes, I do get to fix that.
I get to fix my little sapio. I'm such a storyteller, fact teller. This.
We be going facts, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any downfall as we ending this up? I just want to say, with some negative things that being a leader of any organization.
There's a misconception of how much we actually out there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like daily, like
we just out there just hoeing or entertaining every inbox or whatever. No, it's not even like that. We have lives, we have families.
We have family, we have other gigs, we have other jobs.
Some of the negative things that can happen as a result of other people's behavior can roll back and fall on us and make it look like we're bad leaders because it happened under our watch type of deal. We are, at the end of the day, adults and all responsible for ourselves. All we can do is guide you. We can't control you.
Say that again. That was sexy than a mother. I bet you can't say it again.
Well, I can say the last part. All we can do is guide you. We can't control you.
That's what I'm
but we will give you the benefit of the doubt,
right?
And give you at least one shot. You know what I'm saying? Because we are fair people.
Yeah.
And we believe people make mistakes, and sometimes we know it takes time to grow and change.
Right. And quick example of that, we've had somebody come here, a young man came here on his first time. He was a little bit overboard, right?
The first time we
talked to
somebody you just had to keep an eye on.
Right, especially the first night. But after that, it was like, oh, Flea and Cece talked to me. They understood what our mission is and what this is about.
If you're on board, you'll come back.
Yeah, you'll come back.
And you'll fix it.
He's been back.
If you're not on board, we won't see you again. You know what I'm saying? And that either your choice or our choice, but At the end of the day, we want everybody to feel comfortable. We want to leave drama at the door, or actually at the end of the driveway, at
before
the
you
top
even
of the
come
hill.
in the property. Leave that shit out there with the trash.
And I don't mind being mentors, and I don't mind coaching and helping other people. This is not a service that we charge for.
Yeah.
Our time is, money, but we want to see people successful, especially in relationships or couples. We want to see people thrive. So we want to help. We want to hear. But you guys got to be willing to do the work.
Yep. As you heard it, you got to do the work as well. We're here for those who want to be in our tribe vibe. If you have questions, concerns, our inboxes are open. You can text. That's normally the phone number that's on the flyer or something like that. So you'll probably hit me more than anything. But we do come to people's callings. I mean, we've had somebody reach out to us as early as yesterday. Yo, just hit us up. You know what I'm saying? And we respond back.
Yeah, but we don't like to be a part of any ongoing drama.
No.
We're not here to snitch.
No.
Or do anything like that. We just want to help. We want to see how we can overcome it. These are challenges that we've had to deal with a lot of the times, and we've had to learn to overcome it. So let it be a learning experience and not just, this is the reason why I'm leaving you is because, you know what I mean? We have to work through it. We all know what we're putting ourselves into when we get into this. So let's, agree to work through it.
Yeah, I would say that.
And as leaders, we want your feedback. We need your support. You don't have to like us, but you gotta respect us.
Okay. She coming with all the marketing slogans. I'm liking this. I'm gonna get T-shirts with all that, even though we haven't,
Yeah, we have to come back to our Hidden Gems boutique at some point.
Yeah, we got to.
Anyways, we'll go ahead and end that right here.
You know what? Me being a leader, you being a leader, I'm loving it. Can I kiss the leader?
Sure.
Oh, man. That's perks and benefits for being a leader. You see what I'm saying? I get to kiss on that, yo. But we're going to end this.
Publicly, that is.
Life, lust, and lifestyle with
Flea and Cece.
All righty. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you my leader.
Mm.
Ah.